Doomsday scenarios, scientific realities, religious explanations, and warnings for the future. Since the beginning of human existence, humanity has faced the concept of the end. Doomsday is a subject that occupies the center of many civilizations, religions, and philosophies, carrying both fear and hope. Today, we will examine in depth the doomsday scenarios based on both scientific data and the narratives found in religious texts. In this video, we will address how doomsday might occur by discussing natural disasters, technological threats, cosmic events, social and economic collapse, as well as religious signs. The scientific community acknowledges that our planet was shaken by a major asteroid impact in the past, which led to the extinction of the dinosaurs. 65 million years ago, a 10-kilometer diameter asteroid struck the Yucatan region, causing a massive explosion, enormous fires, tsunamis, and atmospheric dust clouds that initiated a nuclear winter effect. Immediately following the impact, the dust, sulfur, and carbon dioxide released into the atmosphere blocked sunlight. This situation caused the extinction of photosynthesizing plants, disrupted the animal food chain, and led to a prolonged cooling period. NASA and other space agencies are continuously working to detect and monitor asteroids that pose potential threats. Although a similar scenario might occur in the future, technological intervention plans, such as projects to change or fragment the asteroid's orbit, are being developed. Deep within the Earth lie enormous magma chambers that are not visible on the surface. These supervolcanoes have the power to erupt uncontrollably and obliterate entire ecosystems. In America, Yellowstone is one of the well-known supervolcano regions that, if it erupts, could emit thousands of cubic kilometers of ash and gases, creating a volcanic winter effect. A supervolcano eruption can block sunlight globally, causing global temperatures to drop by 5 to 10 degrees. Agricultural lands and water resources would be damaged, making mass migrations and deaths inevitable. Approximately 74,000 years ago, the eruption of the Toba volcano in Indonesia led to a dramatic reduction in the human population and upended ecological balances. Global warming and the resulting climate changes are among the most debated modern doomsday scenarios. The uncontrolled increase in atmospheric carbon dioxide and methane, released due to human activities such as fossil fuel usage and deforestation, causes temperatures to rise beyond control. Global temperature increases lead to the rapid melting of polar ice, which in turn may cause sea levels to rise and coastal cities to become submerged. According to some theories, if ocean currents stop or change direction, an abrupt cooling period might be triggered, initiating a new ice age. Artificial intelligence, one of the fastest developing areas of modern technology, potentially poses an existential threat to humanity. If AI attains the capability to self-improve and evolve, it may slip out of human control. In such a scenario, AI could become a humanity's enemy entity. The military applications of AI could result in autonomous weapon systems taking over decision-making processes in place of human error. This situation might ignite large-scale wars. Nuclear weapons technology is one of the most destructive forces in human history. Nuclear explosions generate enormous heat, radiation, and release dust and smoke into the atmosphere, initiating a nuclear winter effect. Blocking sunlight would cause a global temperature drop, leading to the collapse of agriculture and ecosystems. The experiences of the Cold War indicate that, considering the far greater power of today's nuclear warheads, doomsday could be much closer than ever before. In addition to technological disasters, the economic and social imbalances created by human society form an important part of doomsday scenarios. Financial crises, uncontrollable debt burdens, depletion of resources, and environmental devastation could shake the world economy, causing mass unemployment, famine, and migrations. Economic collapse may lead to the breakdown of social order, the weakening of state structures, and widespread chaos. This situation could accelerate the collapse of modern civilization, ushering in one of the darkest periods in human history. In Islamic belief, numerous signs are mentioned as harbingers of the apocalypse. These signs indicate that great changes will occur both in the physical world and on a spiritual level. Islamic sources warn that before the end times, the sun will rise from the west, Scientifically, this can be explained by a dramatic change in Earth's axis or a major cosmic event. An extraordinary creature that will emerge from the Earth and speak to people is one of the signs. This being symbolizes the profound changes that will occur in the balance of nature and human behavior. In Islamic belief, the coming of the Mahdi marks the beginning of the restoration of justice, while the Dajjal is portrayed as a great deceiver who will lead people astray. The Islamic scenarios regarding how doomsday will occur are detailed and symbolic. As the signs increase, massive earthquakes, floods, droughts, and storms will occur worldwide. Thunder, lightning, and natural phenomena will herald the approaching end. The sun rising from the west is not merely a visual miracle. It is interpreted as an indication of profound changes in the Earth's magnetic field, axis, and even gravity. This event will upset the planet's climate, causing unexpected changes in ocean currents and weather systems. When all the signs reach their climax, the appearance of the Mahdi will crown the event. According to Islamic belief, the Mahdi will bring justice to the world, put an end to the fitna of the Dajjal, and finally the gates of the doomsday will be opened. Following this, every individual will be subjected to divine judgment according to their deeds. In Islam, after doomsday, there is resurrection and the day of reckoning. In this context, all the suffering, injustices, and evils of the world will be accounted for. The righteous will be rewarded with paradise, while the wicked will receive their due punishment. In Christianity, especially in the Book of Revelation, the calamities of doomsday are described in detail. In the Christian scenario, following the second coming of Jesus, the events of the 7 seals, 7 trumpets, and 7 bowls bring about a series of disasters. This process, in which evil comes to an end and the salvation of the righteous is achieved through divine intervention, is depicted as the day of reckoning for all humanity. Prior to doomsday, wars, famines, plagues, and natural disasters occur worldwide. Then, with the intervention of divine forces, the universe is rearranged and a new realm is established. Doomsday scenarios are not confined to religious texts. Similar catastrophic narratives also appear in the mythologies of the Greeks, Hindus, and other ancient civilizations. In Greek mythology, the battle between gods and giants is interpreted as a conflict that brings about the end of the world, while in Norse mythology, Ragnarok paves the way for the death of the gods and the subsequent rebirth of the world. Some cultures believe that the universe is in a continuous cycle where destruction and rebirth follow one another. On a cosmic scale, some scenarios also bring doomsday into focus. Massive black holes located at the centers of galaxies or in intergalactic space possess the power to consume stars and planets. If Earth were to fall under the influence of a giant black hole, its orbit could be disrupted, initiating an inevitable collapse. According to cosmological theories, as the universe continues to expand, galaxies will move farther apart and energy sources will be depleted, driving the universe toward a heat death. This scenario can be interpreted as a kind of cosmic doomsday for all forms of life. Nearby supernova explosions could inundate our planet with radioactive rays. Additionally, gamma-ray bursts from intergalactic space might cause disruptions in the Earth's atmosphere. Scientists propose various scenarios for the end of the universe. Some suggest that the universe will continue to expand indefinitely, while others argue that it will eventually collapse. In religious narratives, the resurrection and the day of reckoning following doomsday are among the most important concepts in human history. When the day of reckoning arrives, every individual is judged for their past actions. This day is seen as the moment when justice, both earthly and spiritual, is realized. The righteous are rewarded with paradise and the wicked are met with their punishment. After the day of reckoning, many religions believe that a new order will be established, a period characterized by justice, peace, and harmony. Doomsday scenarios should not remain merely as stories of disaster. They also carry important warnings for humanity. Human activities that disrupt the balance of nature can trigger both climate change and economic or social collapse. Therefore, sustainable lifestyles, environmental protection, and social justice must be prioritized. Conscious and ethical approaches must be developed against modern threats such as artificial intelligence and nuclear weapons. Technological progress should be directed in a way that serves humanity rather than causing harm. In religious scenarios, doomsday is seen as a warning that encourages the awakening of the human spirit, re-evaluation of life, and the prominence of moral values. Doomsday scenarios reveal not only the formidable forces of nature and the risks created by human activity, but also the measures that must be taken to face the future. Scientific data points to potential dangers such as asteroid impacts, supervolcano eruptions, nuclear war, artificial intelligence, and cosmic events, while religious texts emphasize signs, divine judgment, and rebirth. In this in-depth analysis, we observe the overwhelming power of nature, the cosmic balance of the universe, and how environmental degradation caused by human activity could determine doomsday scenarios. We also looked at the risks of technological advances as seen through the threats posed by artificial intelligence and nuclear weapons, indicating just how dangerously close humanity might come to its own downfall. The religious narratives show that the signs of doomsday not only symbolize an end, but also indicate a spiritual awakening and a final reckoning of moral debts. Whether it is a cosmic collision, a technological catastrophe, or the symbolic process underlying divine signs, doomsday scenarios reveal humanity's limitations and the necessary precautions for the future. Humanity must become more conscious and prepared in environmental, economic, social, and spiritual domains in order to harness nature and technology effectively. The detailed analysis presented in this video aims to shed light on both the scientific realities and the deep symbolism found in religious explanations of doomsday. We hope that the comments, suggestions, and discussions from our viewers will help guide us all toward the measures needed for a better future. Let us not forget that doomsday may not only be an end, but also a harbinger of new beginnings. So, what do you think? Which scenario do you find more plausible? Share your views in the comments about the steps humanity should take in the future. These warnings are not just to instill fear, but to serve as lessons for living a more conscious and responsible life.